right.
bad.
Did you hop on Disney Plus with the Star thing and everything? You saw that? They put the new
Oh
movies.
yeah.
Bro.
I'm on that. I'm covered. I'm on that. Every I Friday night, I put my face mask on. I get my bottle of wine. I kick up in my room. I watch my Disney Plus. I'm like this is me time. Right? Got my shellac on my toenails. Like my nails are all done. Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right. We're gonna start this one. All right. So
Okay.
what's it called? Welcome to the Raymond Talks with His Friends podcast. It's just something really fun, really quick. I want to do, and my first guest is gonna be Cold Chai. It's gonna be Slim.
Yes,
Say
sir.
hello.
Yes,
Say hello,
sir.
sir. Say hello, sir.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Cold Chai at Cold Chai Twitter at Cold Chai Instagram. The original Slim Shady. Yes,
The original
sir.
Slim
Let's get
Shady.
it. The
Um,
original Slim Shady.
you know what? Chai, I'm gonna let you tell everyone how we met, how we became friends. Why are we friends?
Why are we friends? Because you were the only one in French class that let me cheat off on a consistent basis. I was like, this kid's cool. This kid's cool. Because the kid to the left of me, I was like, I don't know if this kid's got the right answers, but I know this kid definitely got the right answers. And you would sit a certain way that I could just see your paper without having to move my head too much. I'm like, yo, this is
bro
my
bro
dog right
because
here.
because I was left-handed, and then you'd sit on the right side, like right beside me, so then
Exactly. I'm like,
I'm
this
just
is
writing.
my guy. I can sit comfortably and just look over. I got this. Like, yo, what? Come on now. That's
Yeah,
how it has
yeah,
to be.
yeah.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
man,
That
after
was
that it was
yeah.
what?
That was,
After that it was
after that,
it was easy. After that it was
it
easy.
was easy. It was smooth sailings after that. It was, just come to ball runs for, I think it was like grade 9, grade 10. It was the first couple of ball runs. And then after
Yeah,
that, it was smooth sailings
smooth
from there
sailing
on
from
out.
there. Yeah, music, movies. Yeah, just
Everything. The walk back to Nikki's, legendary.
oh my god.
Legendary
You know
walk
what,
back
man?
to
I can't walk like that no more, bro. I never realized
No,
how far that was.
I was thinking the other day, I'm like, maybe I should just walk to Nick's. I'm like, I'm on crack, I'll drive. Like, I got a car. Like, what am I parking up and I need to walk for? I don't need that. I don't need that nostalgia. Like, cough up a lung on the way over there. I got asthma.
Bro, it's tough. It's tough. It's a
Fuck.
trek, bro.
It's the trek. It's like 2 hills right there. Two
Yes,
steep
sir.
hills
Oh my god. I still can't believe we biked to your house, bro. From
on a
Nikki's. That was
bike from Nikki's to Miles.
that was
Nick
tough.
bike with a guitar on his back.
And jeans. I think that was like
And
plus
jeans. Nick
27.
without
Yeah. Guy had the audacity. He said, "Hey, yo, can I borrow your swim trunks to swim in your pool?" I was like, "What?" It was so.
just keep those shorts, man. You ain't no jaws under there. Just keep those shorts. You know what? There you
Yeah,
on the
they're
house.
yours now. Even if they
What are
touch the
friends for?
water, the chlorine hits you, put it in the water. I don't want them anymore. They're yours now. That's right.
Nutsack all up in my shorts.
All right. Anyways, for what I wanted to do with this podcast is let my friends talk about something that they really want to talk about and give them a platform to just do whatever the fuck they
Speak
want.
about it.
Literally. Yeah, to speak up, man. Because, there's definitely a lot. I have a lot of friends where they want to say something on their mind, or, they have stuff to promote, especially like, a lot of artists, a lot of rappers, whatever, whatnot. So today, sir, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to get into?
Let's get into the fundamentals of basketball. Like, I'm talking rep basketball for the youth, because that is something that bugs me. There's so many things that bug me deeply, like deeply about this.
Yeah.
That we have too many Canadian hoopers on the wrong path, thinking that they're doing it the right way. So for starters, I could just go talk about high school basketball. High school basketball needs to be at a higher competitive level than rep basketball, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is that high school in America, in the States, they've got coaches just for basketball, just for the sports. They coach. Up here, we don't have that yet. And a lot of these teachers don't care to go and post stats online like they should after every game.
Yeah.
And my little brother. So Maddox is 16 now, and he's 6'4".
Bro, that dude is cut,
He's an
bro. On the most
absolute
recent
monster.
video you put of him, bro, that dude is cut. Dude is cut.
Brolic. He is big. Okay. The other day, the man tried to fight me for the last piece of dessert. I just gave it to him. I'm like,
he's 6'4" now. He's 6'4" now.
6'4".
Oh my
he's 6'4".
God.
He's probably like a 175. He is a big unit. He is a man.
Holy shit.
Yep. He chest bumped me the other day, and I just had to just take it because like I can't fight him anymore. Like his biceps are twice the size of mine.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know what you guys are feeding him, but I think you told me his meal prep already. It was like 6 eggs in the morning, something like that.
Oh, his meal prep's disgusting. Yeah, it's some wild oats and berries, and like he goes for a run in the snow. Like it's disgusting. Like he was doing what I was doing back in the day. Let's leave it at that.
No, but so
it's disgusting.
Yeah, so he's 16, 6'4", and so like right now he's on a rep team.
He's on a rep team, and that honestly is I coach the rep team, but with me seeing both sides of how his high school coach was doing it in grade 9 and how I'm doing it, his high school coach just was not putting in the work because they're too busy, and I don't blame them for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you got to help me out some way. You got to help me out. We got to be on the same page at something. Either give me the stats so I can post them, so that way other schools can see them, because word of mouth, or just putting up his Instagram highlights and stuff like that, it helps, but it's not at a consistent level. And again, not, like every time you see that one kid get dropped on Instagram, how much feed did they have to go through to find one mixtape?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it just doesn't help anymore. And like kids these days with the organized basketball, it's almost come to the point where it's too organized. You can start rep at 6 years of age now. So
yeah,
right from the get, you know what I mean? Like, they don't pick up the ball and go to the park anymore like we used to, and just learn little bits of the game and the nuances of the game and just what to do when you don't have the ball and coach doesn't call a play. Because when we're doing pickup, there is no coach on the sidelines calling a play. You just got to move with the ball, get separation from your man. It's just something that you got to do off of what you know off your head, and it has to become second nature.
Yeah, definitely.
But because organized basketball is so, we're going to run motion, and we're going to run this play, and we're going to run that play. These kids don't know what to do unless they're told what to do.
And yeah, that's I think they start to lose a feel. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
exactly.
It's just weirdly implemented, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like with me now, getting these kids at 16, like last season I had 4 practices a week, so we practiced every other day.
Yeah.
And for the one practice every week was 2 hours, and I would say we're just gonna play. We're not gonna run plays. I just want you guys to just play 5-on-5 pickup. I'm gonna sub you guys in and out. I want to see how you guys all work within each other, how you guys work together, what's good lineup, what isn't a great lineup, who's got that chemistry and that feel that can just go and play. Because as a coach, I run 2 offensive sets, and I've got about 27 defensive sets.
Honestly, because that's like the best balance, The
best, right? I don't need to teach you guys how to put the ball in the hoop. I need to teach you guys how to properly stop the other team from putting the ball in the hoop. Because you only need 1 free throw to win a game. You only need 1 point. If you can stop the other team, you know what I mean? A game will run.
And definitely defense is hard to teach. You know what I'm saying? Especially as the player gets older.
It is, and they've got attitude. And that one thing, right? Like, they talk back, and that's one thing that I hate. But the first practice ever, I say the same thing. I say, listen, I'm going to be the youngest coach you guys are ever going to have. You guys are 16, I'm 22. That is the shortest amount of age difference for you guys to have a coach. You're never going to have a coach this close in your age. So I know what it's like being 16. Your last coach was, 50. He doesn't remember what it was like to be 16. Because that was 30 some odd years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So with me, I'm like, listen, we're going to run an out of bounds play with 3 options. Then we run pick and roll left, pick and roll right. And that's our only offense. On defense now, that's where you guys got to think. We're going to run a 1-3-1, a 2-3, a 3-2, a man, a box. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to box 1. We're going to run all those different defensive steps. But you guys need to be able to stop the ball from going in. I shouldn't have to teach you guys how to put the ball in the net.
Mm-hmm.
And for me too, it's a lot of mismatch because I get at 16, you've got some kids that are like my brother who are 6'4" guards,
And then you
and I've
have
got
the
another kid
16-year-olds that still look like 14. Yeah, they still like
like
they're in grade
14 or
8.
12, you know, like they're
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
5'8". I'm like, well, that's the mismatch right there. You're just gonna, we're gonna go right back and watch the little Kobe fadeaway, the Dirk fadeaway, the Jordan
Yeah,
fadeaway. We're gonna do
exactly.
all that and
Yeah.
get the mismatch. You're gonna have 18 points in the first quarter. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna play
Mhm.
bully ball, and that's all it is.
Yeah, no, and that's pretty good too, because a lot of offenses now really don't need much, right? Especially a
No,
lot of people shoot a lot of kids shooting threes. And honestly, man, like that's really good that you just let them play. Like the
just let
first
them
time you
play.
see them, right? Because that's literally how you see, oh, this player got a gauge on how he dribbles. And you could definitely see it just on how
Of
the
course,
player dribbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he'll
and
be
just by how
fine, right?
and just even how they catch the ball.
Yeah.
They get a pass. Are they looking at the bucket first? Are they looking at a pass? Are they nervous when they get it? Do they step into it? Like those little things like that. I'm like, oh, this kid is confident with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got other kids who are like, you know what? Like you give me 3 months with this kid and I can make him into a machine. But I'm gonna have to almost be mean to him a little bit to kind of get that aggressiveness to come out because I need it to come out. You know what I mean? Yeah, and like just kids these days too, when they watch the NBA and they all want to be Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, James Harden,
Yeah, man.
Damian Lillard, shooting from 35, 40 feet out. Like I've got kids that are like, and the other problem that I have with organized basketball is a lot of coaches stunt the development of the tallest kid because he is the tallest.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So when
because
you're 16
like he's like what like the 16-year-old's going to be 6'4", and then he's the tallest on the court, but then you're playing him as like a center,
a
right?
center. But
Yeah.
the thing is, at 16, he might have had his growth spurt early. He might only grow to be 6'5". I don't know too many 6'5" centers in the league these days, except for PJ Tucker.
Yeah,
that's right. And he's having a hard time
and he's having a tough time. He's not even starting. Yeah.
He's having a tough. He's not even. Yeah, he's having a tough time at 6'5" and being center. Like that is a lot of work. So with me, I've got one kid. And he's like Elijah. Elijah's probably 6'7", 6'8". So he isn't quite a center. He's more of a forward. So
Yes.
a lot of the times with like Elijah, I'll be like, Elijah, listen, because you are the tallest, I need you to be under the bucket, but I'm still gonna let you do you. So if you want to take the ball outside and dribble and beat your man off the dribble and spin move, post up, shoot your three, you do what you got to do to work on your game. But when it comes down to it, I need you in the paint. You know what I mean? And kind of letting him feel like he's not there just to rebound, because no one wants to be just a rebounder. No one likes that.
Yeah, unless you're
no one has
Drummond.
fun just rebounding.
Yeah.
Andre Drummond or Dennis Rodman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys aren't there anymore.
But it's tough too, because the one thing too as well, like you said, they got rep at 6, and like,
rep starts at 6 now.
Like, don't you think that's too early? Like, I thought before, like everyone runs through like house league to know if you like the sport. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like a lot of
mom and dad pay $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. Before people like put their head first into rep, but it seems like it's the other way now, right? Like people are like, okay, we're gonna go play rep, spend the money, and then
and if you don't like it, we'll put you in house league, or if you're not good enough, we'll put you in
right. I don't like, and that doesn't make sense. Like, do you think that's also why it's kind of stupid? Because like these kids are now playing
absolutely
high level basketball at a young age.
Absolutely, and then you for a perfect example of that would be Julian Newman. You know, that guy was a phenom at grade 6. You know what I mean? He was playing at the high school level at grade 6. Yeah. Well, obviously, he had no turnovers because at grade 6, going up against a grade 12, you're at his knees. So that man's got to basically sit on the ground to be able to steal the ball from you. But then, look, I mean, from grade 6 to where he is now, he's just graduated. And, like, he's maybe grown a foot.
Yeah, no, he's about, I think he's shorter than I am. I think he's like only 5'5".
You know what I mean? Like, and he's not like he's crazy bouncy like Webb or whatever, or, you know what I mean, getting up to the rim, like at 5'5", and he didn't even, teams weren't even looking at him at the draft. He put his name in the draft this past year. And no one even mentioned him.
Do that, man. You're not even gonna get a workout.
Sat there like just on the couch by himself. Like,
Oh
Come
yeah,
on,
because they
man. These
have
guys
like
were
the Newman family show thing, right? And they had, oh man,
on Snapchat. I just watch it. I'm like, yo, this boy shit. Like, get this kid off my damn screen. Like 5'5", and you're just tossing up air balls. Like, come on now.
dude,
Come
man,
on.
that's it.
You're playing boys.
And I remember he was on the Ellen show or something like that, right? Where he was just
Yeah, and
he's like dribbling between the legs and everything. Like, it was so good. Yeah.
he had like 8 balls going at once. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, like, since when was basketball get played with 8? Like, it's one ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh man. And some like these. Oh, and his dad's there just training him and just foolishness. Like
A Walmart
utter
LeVar
foolishness.
Ball, yeah. Bro,
You know what though? Like,
go for it.
you gotta give LeVar Ball his credit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He might
yeah.
be the loudmouth that he is, but you know, like his kids are great. His like Lonzo Ball is shooting 40% this season
Yeah,
from
yeah.
behind the line, from
Yeah, that's right.
3-point land, shooting 40%. Are you crazy with that crazy form of his?
It looks
LaMelo
better
Ball is
now.
probably going to be it looks great.
Mhm.
LaMelo Ball is going to be the face of the league in the next 5 to 6 years.
Oh, really? Yeah, you know what? Sure. Totally, man.
With that Charlotte team is fast paced, fun. I like watching Charlotte
That's a
basketball.
fun
I've never
team.
thought I would say that in my life.
I've never
But
been
I
so
like
excited to
watching
see
Charlotte.
Bismack Biyombo play.
Right? I get let's get it, boy. PJ Washington over there dunking the ball. LaMelo.
Oh, PJ, I love PJ last year. Yeah, man.
Yo,
It's a fun
PJ
team.
Washington. It's a fun team to watch. It's fast paced. Like it's the opposite of the Spurs. It's the
Man,
opposite of
the
like
Spurs is ugly to watch. It's so hard
ugly
to watch.
Like I feel bad for Popovich. I'm like, yo, damn, like just hang it up, Pop. Like
yeah.
you know,
I think,
like you know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
it's not
I don't know
fair.
because when do you hang it up? When do you hang it up? Personally, when do you hang it up as Pop? as a
Pop?
15th seed? Like, is that when you hang it up?
I mean, realistically, I think I would have went when the big three went. When Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker left, I think I would have said, you know what, it's time.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
But then you look and you
I
go,
can see that.
I've got a DeMar DeRozan who would fit perfectly in that, mid-range type of pick and roll offense that Popovich loves to run, and you just can't. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's almost there again, but it's just not there. Like,
well, if you think about it too, like for the past 3 decades, right? It's been Robinson, Duncan, and then kind of LaMarcus Aldridge. And then now who are they relying on? Jakob Poeltl. Like, it's tough, man. It's so tough.
Jakob Poeltl looks like the guitar player from Roadhouse, that blind dude.
Oh.
Every time I see Poeltl, I'm like, I think he's a little bit blind, because sometimes like I watch him and like he's not even paying attention. Like the camera goes to him and he's like, and like the play's over here and he's looking over there. I'm like, what are you looking at? Like
he's being asked for too much on that team. He's being asked for way too much he can handle. It's tough. It is super tough, man. Oh my god. Another thing
like,
though
I
with the
don't know.
No, I don't know. It's the Spurs. It's the Spurs. I don't want to talk like at all. That's finished. I'm done with the Spurs. The one thing though with AAU that I also kind of find that's wrong. I think it's also the competitiveness. I think a lot of people think like the AAU is like, or the rep team is like, that's a one all be all type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people really super concentrating that. And I mean,
for sure.
Because how much is really like the rep and then the school team, like how are they balanced? You'd say is the rep team definitely weighed more, but it's just like it's not that, like you still have to go to camps and everything too, right?
Yeah. So with rep and high school basketball in Canada versus the States, it's almost the opposite. So in the States, you've got a lot of high school teams that are great high school teams. And then in the summer when school's out, then they go play AAU, and that's when they travel. Here, it's almost like you've got a lot of great rep teams, and the high school is just kind of just to get it a class free card. Yeah. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, shoot, if I play in the school team, I get it a fourth period 3 times a week. Well, then I might as well go play basketball. You know what I mean? And it's like, even when we were in high school and I was playing on the team, like it wasn't it was like, are you going to practice today? I was like, maybe. You know what I mean? Like it was never really like.
Yeah, that's right.
We had the power and the firepower and the skill to really be like, if we did practice, four times a week or 5 times a week or whatever it was, we could have been a great team. But it's the mentality of players up here is that, why am I going to high school practice? I've got rep practice tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Mom and dad are paying for rep, not high school. So I
Not
mean,
high school.
if it was, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was like in the States where there's high school basketball, and then when high school basketball's finished, then you play AAU, it would be, all right, let's focus on high school basketball. But because reps all year round up here and AAU's all year round up here, there's no need for high school basketball. It's just like I get in the gym for an extra couple hours every day and put up some shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why not do? You know what I mean? Like it's not serious like it used to be.
Yeah, man. And the thing is too, like with the AAU teams and the rep teams too, man. It's just like after the season's done, like what do you do? Like is there tournaments?
So pretty
like
much
it's
yeah,
hard,
so
right?
pretty much you do rep from like November. So actually no, like September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So you've got 9 months of rep up in Canada, OBA, CYBL, depending on what you're doing. And then May, June, July, August, you're AAU, south of the border. You're going to Montreal, you're going to BC, you're going down east to St. John's, New York, all over Florida, Texas, all over the place with your traveling team. Basketball now is a 12-month sport. It is all the time, nonstop go. Like Maddox just got back from practice, from a training session today. Like it's nonstop. If you aren't in the gym for at least 4 to 5 times a week, forget about it. You're you're behind. You know what I mean? Especially during COVID.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, and that's the thing too. That's what I was also thinking about, when they are traveling and everything, because I know in the AAU ones, like, because Mattis is what, 16? Was that grade 11? He's going into 11?
Going into 11, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying too. Like when they go on the AAU trips, especially in Canada and everything, like, are there really scouts? Because it seems like there's like scouts for like prep schools in the States, right? Like that's what it is. Like they're not like university college scouts, right? It's weird. There's a weird like in between.
There's almost like that step where it's like grade 12 to like year or two after high school, you can kind of play prep and then go to university. Yeah. Because a lot of the things is that, I guess what they were finding from a couple of the older coaches that I was talking to was that the NCAA schools, when they were picking up Canadian kids, because the regiment isn't as grinding and as mentally tough up here as it is down in the States, a lot of them were flaking.
Oh.
So a lot of the NCAA coaches talk to some of the prep school guys and be like, you know what, we are thinking about grabbing this kid, put him through the ringer for a bit. Because even me and you, I'm not going to say any names, but me and you know kids that went to prep school and came back 4 months later and didn't even want to play ball.
Yeah, they came back to Canada.
You know what I mean?
Like that. Yeah, it was
came
tough.
back up here and they're like, yeah, I hate basketball now, because if you don't eat, dream, sleep, love the game of basketball, if you're just playing because you think it's fun, prep school is not for you.
Yeah, man.
Like prep school, you're getting put in the house with 12 other teenage boys, so that's
pre-meals, cardio in the morning.
Like cardio in the morning, you're getting up, you're going to the workout, then you're going to school, then you're going to work out. Like it's basketball 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
If you think you're going home to play Call of Duty for 3 hours while the other guys are working out, you might as well pack your bags and go home.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the thing too. They like the college NCAA schools don't take them Canadian boys too, because not unless they're the number one ranked, right? The number one in Canada, like the top of the top, like the Anthony Bennett's, the Andrew Wiggins, right? They're the best at the time, and then they had their chance in the NCAA, right? And that's and do you want that for Maddox? Do you want if Maddox ends up, well, like this guy's 6'4" and cut, so he better. Do you want him to be on that top tier, make it easier for him, or do you think he should get like weaned out in the prep school first? Because he's a smart kid, bro. He's not. He's no not, offense, yeah, he's not like you. He's a smart kid.
Listen. I can't teach everyone about everything, but I can teach what I know. Maddox, for me personally, because I've been bullying Maddox since the day he could learn how to walk, I'm not worried about him going to prep school and finding it tough.
Yeah.
Because like Mads used to come to me, like Maddox used to, when I played for Northern Kings in grade 12, Maddox would come to my Friday night practice from 8 to 11 and then get up and get ready and be at my practice for 7. He would be getting me up at 6:30 saying, we got to be at the door in 10 minutes. Eat, let's go. You got to practice at 7. So I'm not worried about him. Like when Maddox has a regiment already at 16 years of age. He gets up, even school or no school, he gets up at 8. Either at school, he gets ready for school. If he doesn't, he eats and he goes for a run. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Because he can keep to his own schedule and be mentally tough. He's already doing two workouts a day. So when he gets home from his run or he gets home from school, he lifts his weights, he eats again, he does his homework, then he goes to practice or he lifts weights again. Like he at this point, it's embarrassing.
He sounds like a machine, bro.
He is a machine. Like he's got it down to how many calories he needs to eat every day. He's already doing his meal prep. He counts all the calorie intake. He counts everything. Like he's got it down to a science. And that's one of the biggest problems with his rep team last year was that he's doing all this. And then I've got some kids who like only pick up a basketball at practice.
Yeah, man, and that's weird, right? Because they're in a rep team, right? You'd think they'd be like taking it as seriously as yourself,
serious.
Right? That's what it is, yeah.
Exactly. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Like I don't let parents sit in my practices anymore because I want to know what the kids actually feel.
Yeah,
like,
they actually like the
parents
sport,
are watching,
right? Yeah.
And they actually like the sport. So when on the one practice where they play, I'll let the parents watch. That way they feel nice that they're watching their kids play once a week. But after that, I'm like, yeah, it's closed doors because if I want to yell at your children, I'm gonna yell at them freely. Like there's, you know me. Like there is no holding back. If your kid throws up, that's because he needs to get his endurance up. If he's crying, you're coddling that boy way too much. Like, I will break your children. Like I will make him cry. That is my job 4 times a week to make them cry.
But that's the thing too. Like you just said, like we're not asking for Maddox levels of hard work. You know what I'm saying?
And commitment.
Right. But it's just like, if this is the first time you're picking up a basketball in the week and we have practice on a Friday and you're telling me from Monday to Thursday you haven't picked up a ball or dribbled or practiced or looked at film or whatnot, right?
Whatever it is. Yeah.
It's an issue. It is an issue.
And it bugs me too because I'm like, I know the kids that are working hard and the ones that aren't. So obviously when it comes down to game time, I'm gonna say, you know what? The reason why I'm playing these kids more than yours, or your son only played in the second and third quarter, not the first and the fourth, is because I'm trying to get the game off to a good start and I'm trying to close on a high note too.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't trust your kid to score a bucket or get the stop or run the fast break or dive on the floor when I need him to, then I don't know. I can't have him play because I don't trust him on the floor.
Yeah,
I trust. There's 5 guys at a time. I got to make sure I trust all 5 to play.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? And I'm a big believer in friendly competition and teammates trying to compete with each other. So every practice, I have a sheet, and it's the first 5 guys that are starting, and the next whatever. So I've got 9 kids on my team. So it's the first 5, and then the next 4, and the 4 that aren't starting. I say, if you guys think that you deserve a spot on the starting 5, you tell me which spot you think you deserve. You show me that which spot you deserve. Call that player out. And when we run at a scrimmage at the end of practice, you better be guarding him full court, no buckets.
Yep,
you know what I mean? Like I want that type of dog mentality.
Yeah,
and a lot of kids just don't have it.
It's hard. It's hard.
In this day, it's hard, especially too because a lot of these kids, like, some of these kids that can't even make instant rice. You know what I mean? Like
the Uncle Ben's,
everything for them. The Uncle Ben's, like, man, you shake that, you wash it, you throw it in the microwave. Like at 16, if you
honestly, I don't even think you have to watch that shit. I think you just gotta put water in microwave. No, I don't think you gotta wash it. I don't think you gotta
watch the rice at 16. Like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's one kid on the team. Yeah, there's one kid on the team, and his mom still packs his lunch every day. That's 16. Oh my God, at 16, I was eating patty and cocoa bread from the. You know what I mean?
We're walking to 7-Eleven.
Oh man, getting the slushy and the two hot dogs. Holy.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? Like it's just brutal.
I remember. One last question before we head out.
Of course.
Up to 11, just ones. You versus Maddox. Who's
Oh,
who's
me.
winning?
Absolutely me, without a doubt. Without a doubt in my mind. That is one person that I
Oh
promise you, no
man,
matter, I will not lose.
that dude is a
I will
beast though.
not
He's
lose.
6'4". Last time
That's
I checked, you're
fine.
what, 6'2",
I've been
six
playing.
three in shoes maybe.
I'm like 6'3" in shoes. He's like 6'5" in shoes.
He's like
But listen, I have I have been undersized my entire life. Undersized or underweight.
yeah,
I
underweight. I was like,
know how to get
undersized
my
is like.
underweight my entire life. I know how to get my buckets. Like I've showed him everything, but not quite every. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
still
you
a
gotta
few.
leave
He's
a
new.
little bit more
I
in the
gotta leave.
sleeve.
I got exactly. I gotta let him figure those moves out for himself. You know that turnaround jump with the leg, unguardable,
Ah,
unguardable.
shit. All right. Is there anything else you have to say as we head
No,
out, man?
no, I don't think so. I feel like I'm on TNT right now, though. My
I love
God, it's the
I
halftime.
love
It
it, bro.
makes me feel like
Bro,
I'm
bro,
on
come back. Come
TNT.
back. We'll do it
I'm
again in the next 2 weeks, or I'm gonna have someone else next week and you'll be the one right after, bro. It's gonna be
Hey,
good.
yo, we got to get everyone on here. I got to see the whole panel in front of me. I want to see Shade. I want to see everyone. I want to see Curtis. I want to see everyone on here. Oh man.
Sounds good, bro. Until next time then, all right?
Hey
All
man,
right,
you know my
bro.
number. Just give me a call
Yes,
whenever.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Easy, man.